Good summer hot day, all my YouTube followers and fans out there. Back at you with another blazing hot summer cooking video. Well, we gonna be out here grilling today, I tell you. We are making some delicious grilled ribs. We're gonna first grill the ribs, then we're gonna transfer them inside and put them in a slow cooker and let them slow cook for about a couple hours. And while those are cooking, we're going to do some potato salad. Ooh, some of my summer potato salad, which I haven't had since last 4th of July. And we're also going to have some Navajo cornbread alongside, I don't know, I might put a special macaroni on the menu. We will see. It may be a fried macaroni. We will definitely see. And then, as you recall, in part one of our video, we did the apple cobbler dessert, our summer apple cobbler. That's going to be featured in this video as well when we do all the gathering of the food and then displaying the food and all that at the very end. So definitely stay tuned for what's to come in today's video. All right, let's go fire up that grill and let's go ahead and start these delicious ribs. And did I say they're going to be barbecued ribs too? Yep, we're having barbecued ribs. Watch me pour all that stuff in the slow cooker. All right, let's get grilling. Alright, so I have about 8 potatoes here, some yellow potatoes for our potato salad. You can also use any potatoes, red potatoes or russet or Idaho potatoes will work just fine. So these have been washed, cleaned, and now we are going to cut them up. Right, once our potatoes are washed, we're going to let them cook for about 20 minutes or until the potatoes are fork tender. While these are cooking, we're going to go ahead and chop up our ingredients for the potato salad. Alright, I'm going to add a little kosher salt in here. I tell you, I love summer. Love me summer season. This is the perfect season of relaxation, vacation time, take time off of work, big time TV podcasters can take a vacation and go on sabbatical, which is nice. So for our potato salad, we're going to need some green onions. I'm going to chop up a lot of green onions. Put right in our potato salad. Okay. All this is going right in our potato salad. Chop up a little of this. All right. Perfect. Okay, we need some green bell peppers, freshly washed. And we're going to need some olive oil mayo. I always use olive oil mayo when I make my potato salad. We're going to put a little hot sauce in there, about a teaspoon of hot sauce, and some brown hickory seasoning. So let's go ahead and measure out our seasoning. So for our potato salad, we're going to need about a teaspoon of brown hickory seasoning. All right. And we're going to need just a little bit of kosher salt, about a fourth of a teaspoon of that. You're going to need about one bunch of scallions or green onions. You can use less if you want. About a teaspoon of Lowry's total seasoning. And I thought I would give some garam masala a try, just to see how this would work in the potato salad. So I am going to put a half a teaspoon of this in there, just to see how that tastes. You never know what flavor it might have. It tastes real good. And we're going to put about a half a teaspoon of some Cajun seasoning. It's called Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. So any type of Cajun seasoning will work, including the Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning will definitely do good. So pretty much any kind of Cajun seasoning will work. All right. Oh, man. Whew. And I cannot wait to eat this good old food. And let's see, about a half a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. Let's see if it comes out of there. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to go to the Kroger and buy some more. So now we're going to wash our pepper. Refrigerator. Get started on our Navajo cornbread, which is coming up next. Tablespoon of butter, salt, we also need a jar of dill relish or sweet relish. Mayonnaise in here. We probably won't need the whole container. Right, add our dill relish in there. Now, mash all these up. Very nice and ever so gently. Oh, yes. If you want to add a little milk or heavy cream in here, you can. And add in our vegetables. And I think in a few minutes I'm going to chop up some onion and put in here. Oh, man, I bet. Add a little cheese in here, just about a sprinkle of cheese. Just slowly mix all this in here. Oh my, this looks real good. put in our eggs. I think that's a perfect amount of mayo too. All right. Let's see if it needs a little seasoning. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It doesn't need nothing else. This is the chef's best potato salad. Alright, so for our rib rub, we have some original rib rub, some brown sugar seasoning, and some Cajun seasoning, as well as some slap your mama seasoning as well. Alright, and some fresh garlic oil, and some salt, and about a teaspoon of each. So for the rub, you're going to need about a tablespoon each of rib rub, some Cajun seasoning. Oh, should have rubbed some olive oil on there. And you're going to need about a teaspoon of salt and some pepper for these ribs. So I was going to do the ribs outside, but we have an excessive heat warning for our area. So we're going to do everything indoors today, just out of the abundance of safety. And you'll probably see me grill outside in our next video that we'll do, which is our summer garden grilling video, which is coming soon. Time to flip this thing on over. That's what I get for working with Cajun seasoning. Delicious Cajun seasoning. So now, cut the rib in quarters. All right. Now, place our rib in the crock pot and then slow cook for about 2 hours. Put some barbecue sauce on it as well. Let it slow cook in there. As you can see, I tell you, that Cajun sauce has a kick in it. Alright. Ribs are already in the crock pot. Let those sit in there. Alright. Let's add a little water in the pan. Just a little bit. And we're going to let that sit and slow cook for about 2 hours on high. And then they'll be all ready to eat. So now let's go ahead and get our chicken on the grill. For the chicken rub, get a little liquid smoke, extra virgin olive oil, about just a teaspoon, or about less than that of. Need a tablespoon of Cajun seasoning, a teaspoon of sage, and some salt and pepper. I'm going to put our chicken quarters in here and mix them together. chicken for about 6 minutes on each side, or until you see those grill marks. And let's check on our ribs. Oh man, it's coming. Get ready. Alright, so now it's time to make our Navajo cornbread. So this is a special type of cornbread. It's a recipe that I got from, what website is it? How to make Navajo cornbread, the most delicious bread you'll ever try. And the website is called Recipe Tasteful. It's a recipe I actually did before on the show here, but I thought I'll do it again. This actually was really, really, really delicious when I did it. So this time I'm gonna make that Navajo cornbread again, and guess what? This is a different kind. And instead of flour, actually, it doesn't have any flour in it at all. And that's the thing about this type of cornbread, is that it's completely flourless. Flourless, yes. So we're gonna need 1 cup of cream style corn. And you can find this in the canned food aisle at your local Kroger or local grocery store. And speaking of grocery stores, I think it's very, very, very sad that a lot of places are losing their grocery stores and turning into food deserts. And I think that's very bad for a community because, one, some people don't drive, they may not have mobility, and a lot of things they don't think about is, oh, you know, a person with a disability or someone who has issues driving, you know. And it's really disappointing is that a food desert is a place, a city, where there is barely a grocery store within at least a 1 or 2 mile radius of a person where they live. For example, Kroger, which I love shopping at Kroger. Say if there's a Kroger nearby and they closed a Kroger that's up the road, and then that leaves only 1 grocery store up the road, and say if they close that store too, then we would have to go way to the other side of town just to get food from a different Kroger or a different store. So that's about a cup there. Cream corn, we have a little bit left. I'm gonna probably save that for another time. Be real careful with these cans because you don't want to slice your finger or hand on there. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 cup of cornmeal into our thing here. So yeah, that's basically what a food desert is. It's an area where there's no grocery store within a close proximity of where someone lives. And they have to drive way to the north side just to get to to another store, another local grocery store somewhere. And it is just crazy. Especially, you know, grocery stores leaving our city and all that. But thankfully, in my neck of the woods, there's a grocery store right up the road. Go ahead and mix that in here. Make like a little buttermilk custard. We're gonna dump in our baking powder and soda and our sugar. And we're just gonna mix all this in here together, just like this. Yeah, see, I told you this was very simple and easy. And then we also need a little salt in our oil. Just add a little kosher salt in here, not too much, just a pinch. That's perfect. Add in our oil and bam, we are all set to go. Wasn't this easy? Oh yes. Cornbread with no flour. All you need is cornmeal. Perfectly with real malt. Ooh, good. Man, that Cajun sure is making me cough today. I tell you. Those good right, we have a fresh salad bar here. Oh yes, I'm gonna have me a small little salad.